ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नारायण परा वेदा देवा नारायण गजाः नारायण परा लोका नारायण परामखाः नारायण परो योगो नारायण परन्तपः नारायण परं ज्ञानं नारायण परागतिः। तस्मात् एकेन मनसा भगवान् सात्वतां पदिः श्रोतव्य कीर्तितव्यश्च ध्येय पूज्यश्च नित्यदा। जयति जगति मायां यस्य कायाधवस्ते वचनरचनमेघं केवलं शाकलय्य ध्रुवपदमपि यादो यत्कृपातो ध्रुवोऽयं सकलकुशलपात्रं ब्रह्मपुत्रं नतास्मि। सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारः. We are seeing the Narada Bhakti Sutras and we are seeing the lakshanas of para bhakti and the views of this lakshana of para bhakti by different acharyas. According to Veda Vyasa, the lakshana of para bhakti is doing puja and doing service in the temple, anything done physically and involving the mind in it, that is para bhakti. And according to Gargacharya, the view of para bhakti, the idea of para bhakti is telling about the leelas of Bhagavan involving the words and the mind. That is para bhakti according to Gargacharya. Now we will see the idea of or the view of para bhakti, that is the lakshana of para bhakti according to Chandilya. That is great. He was also a great acharya. We will see about his idea. Atmaratyavirodheneti Chandilya. Chandilya Acharya says that Atmarati avirodhena. He says that whatever you do, it's not a problem. You can do puja or you can do japa or you can do nama sankirtana, whatever it is. It's okay. But Atmarati should be there. That is, enjoying the bliss of Bhagavan must be there. Avirodhena, there should not be any hindrance in that. So Atmarati should be there. Only that is the lakshana of para bhakti, says Chandilya Rishi. According to Chandilya, we should not take the bhakti and Bhagavan outside us. Now we are doing that. Many bhaktas do that. We take Bhagavan and bhakti outside us and we think Bhagavan is in that form, in that picture, and when we go to that temple we can experience that bhakti. All this are right only, but they are for the initial stages. About the initial stages, but Narada Rishi is not speaking about those initial stages in this book, that is in this Sutras. He is telling about the para bhakti. All those worshipping the Bhagavan as a vigraha or worshipping Bhagavan in the temple alone, all these are good for the initial stages. But at the stage of para bhakti, these are all not the lakshanas. Whatever we do, that Atmarati should be there. Atmarati, that merging in that Bhagavan, experiencing that bliss of Bhagavan should be there. That is the lakshana of para bhakti, says Chandilya Rishi. When we take Bhagavan and bhakti outside us, what we do is, when we think that Bhagavan is only in that form or in that vigraha or in that temple, then what we are doing actually is restricting his all-pervading nature. We are not involving all his concepts. He is also the form. He is also formless. That idea must be accommodated in our mind. We have not thought about that itself. So, when we take Bhagavan outside, only then all these problems come. Your form is better than my form. What I worship is better. The way I worship is better. my form of religion is good, only in this form all this is said. All these contradictions and unnecessary arguments come only because we are seeing only one aspect of God, and we have taken Bhagavan outside us. We have established him only in one form and we are worshipping it. When we see Bhagavan only in that form, then the other form will be different. We will not accept that form. We say that only this form is good, and all this unnecessarily contradiction comes, argument, everything unnecessarily comes because we do not accept the entire nature of Bhagavan, all the aspects of Bhagavan, and there is no Atmaradi in our worship. When we have that Atmarati, then we will accept everything, all the forms, all the types of bhakti, everything. Because when we feel that Bhagavan is inside us, Bhagavan is in us, or we exist in Bhagavan, either concept is right. When we exist in Bhagavan, then we will also know that in all the other form or in the other person also Bhagavan exists. For example, we know very well that we have a heart. So we know, without seeing, we know by ECG, or we have seen pictures or all that. Because of that, we know the other person also has heart. We didn't see his heart, but we know. So when we understand that Bhagavan is pervading in me, he is all pervading, then we will accept, or we will know that Bhagavan is also there in another form, and we will automatically respect that form or their form of worship or whatever they say. There will not be any fight over religion or anything. All these are complete ignorance. When we do not accept the entire nature of Bhagavan, then these arguments and contradictions will definitely be there. But when we accept Bhagavan as all pervading, and while we do puja, when we experience that bliss of Bhagavan, then we understand that Bhagavan is all pervading, he exists in all, and there should not be any obstruction for that, says Chandilya Rishi. Atmaradi avirodena, there should not be any hindrance for that Atmaradi. Whatever you want, you do. You do puja, you chant mantra, you chant kirtanas, you go to faraway temples. That's not a problem, and not that, says Chandilya Rishi. Chandilya Rishi is this is, of course, a very advanced state of bhakti. For the advanced state of bhaktas and for the advanced state of bhakti, this Chandilya Rishi gives this advice. Atmarati should be there. That is, when we close our eyes, we must see the entire universe in ourselves. We must see the entire universe in ourselves. Everything is in me. That is the Shiva Tattva. When we open the eyes, we must see Bhagavan everywhere. That is the Vishnu Tattva. Vishwam Vishnu Vashatkaro. So that is the Vishnu Tattva. So either way it is right. Either the entire creation, everything is in me, is in myself. So I do not feel any difference between myself and the self of the other forms. Or this, I am in everything. So this is also right. This is Vishnu Tattva. The first is the Shiva Tattva. Everything is in me. When I close the eyes and meditate, everything is in me. Or I must see, when I open my eyes, I must see myself in every other form or in this creation. So that is Vishnu Tattva. So either must be there, then we can reach that Para Bhakti. These are the lakshanas of Para Bhakti, says Chandilya Rishi. Chandilya Rishi was a great Rishi who was a great Bhakta, and he has written Chandilya Bhakti Sutras. These Chandilya Bhakti Sutras are also famous, but it is a little bit technical and it is not as lucid as Narada Bhakti Sutras. So very commonly everyone follows the Narada Bhakti Sutras. It is for all, but only for the advanced bhaktas, the Chandilya Bhakti Sutras they will benefit from the Chandilya Bhakti Sutras, or otherwise they may not understand it. See the simple word Atmarati. What is Atmarati, we may wonder. So when we worship Bhagavan, that Atmarati should be there, that we must feel that bliss of Bhagavan. It's for that we are doing puja. So says Chandilya Rishi. And he says that is the Lakshana of Parabhakti. Now, after hearing all that, what did Narada say? Naradastu tad arpita akila acharatha tad vismarane parama vyakulateti. That is, according to Narada Rishi, arpita akila acharata, whatever you do, offer it to Bhagavan. Not only puja or mantra or abhisheka like that, whatever we do, offer it to Bhagavan. That is the lection of Parabhakti, says Narada Rishi. We have seen in many places, it's a practice among the great bhaktas in their home. They cook food, first offer it to Bhagavan so that the food also will be pure, then only they consume it. Not only in temples, even in houses, many bhaktas they do it. Whatever they eat, they offer it to Bhagavan and then they consume it. In some places, they offer milk or fruits to Bhagavan and they consume that first. After that, they cook food and they consume it. So, these are all the lectioners of Para Bhakti, says Narada Rishi. And not only food, whatever they do. Some people, when they get a new appointment, they go to the temple and place the appointment order at the feet of Bhagavan and then they take charge. And some people, even whatever they buy in their house, whether it may be a cell phone or a camera or whatever it is, they just place it in front of Bhagavan, worship Bhagavan, and then accept it. Why not? We have very commonly seen in Indian temples that when they buy a vehicle, whether it may be a four-wheeler or a two-wheeler, they straight away they ask the agents to deliver it to the temple. They just keep it or park it in front of the temple. The pujari will come, do some puja, and then only they will uh, take it or accept it officially. So these are the very common practices still exist in the place of bhaktas or the house of the bhaktas. So whatever we do, we have to offer it to Bhagavan. So tad arpita akila acharata. What is there? Whatever we do, we have to offer it to Bhagavan. That is the indication or lection of Para Bhakti, says Narada Rishi. And he also says that vismarane parama vyakulateti. Naradastu tat arpita akila acharata tat vismarane parama vyakulateti. That is, tat arpita, whatever we do, we have to offer it to Bhagavan. Not only puja or abhishek or like that. Akila acharata, whatever we do, we have to offer it to Bhagavan. Tat vismarane, suppose we forget it, parama vyakulateti, we have some disturbance, vyakulata, parama grief will come to that bhaktas who have this practice. That is, they have the practice of every day offering the food to Bhagavan and then consuming. Suppose they are not in station and they have to have their breakfast in a hotel. Then what they do is, they cannot do? They at least sell some mantra and consume it. Even if they forget it, parama vyakulata, they will be terribly disturbed. Disturbance will be there in the mind. Sometimes when we are not that disturbed, we will be able to hide it. We will not express it outside. It's a social norm maybe. We may have many problems, but nobody will express it outside. But when grief or anything, sadness crosses a limit, we have to express it. We cannot control it. So that bhakta, when he misses this ritual or forget about offering it to Bhagavan, we can see him visibly disturbed. That's what Narada Rishi says. Tat vismarane parama vyakulata, great anguish, great pain and anguish he will be. He will not feel happy at that time itself and he will be very much worried and low mind. Like that he will say. So, Narada says not only puja or going for pilgrimage, whatever we do, we must dedicate it to Bhagavan. In case if we miss it, then it must create great pain in us. We must always feel the presence of Bhagavan. One must feel the presence of Bhagavan everywhere. So that is the lakshana of bhakti. Why do we offer all this to Bhagavan, whatever, when we even buy car or a cell phone or something. Even some people, when they buy new dress, they offer it to Bhagavan and then only they will wear it. Then only they will use it. So why do they feel or do all that? It's they don't feel it's a waste of time, or they don't do it without any meaning, because they find the presence of Bhagavan. So they will give them offer to Bhagavan first, all that, and then they use it. Even if they miss it, then they will feel Parama Vyakulada. They will be in great anguish. This is the indication of Para Bhakti, says Narada Rishi. And he also says there is drishtantas for all that. He doesn't say that simply or just for sake of telling, he is telling it. He has good drishtantas, that is, examples for all that. And that we will see in my next upload. Om Namo Narayanaaya.